It's another day on the couch for many. For us here at the Lake Superior Railroad Museum at the St. Louis County Depot in Duluth, it's another video tour. We've had a lot of requests from viewers who want to know about certain pieces in the collection, and one of the items most requested is the one we're going to talk about today. Here in northern Minnesota, we're here for the iron ore. In Michigan's Upper Peninsula, it was copper that was king. The Native American First Nation people used it about 5,000 years BC, and they made crude implements and tools. In 1841, Douglas Houghton, then Michigan state geologist, wrote about the copper. It was natural copper. It wasn't oxide or sulfide. It was chunks of pure copper metal. In 1845, the copper rush was on. And by the end of the Civil War, 95% of America's copper was mined in Michigan's Upper Peninsula. And the copper company, the Range Copper Company, was certainly one of the largest. And in 1899, they started their own railroad. They called it the Copper Range Railroad. They used 280s for most of their early years. Those were steam engines. And they pulled the ore from the mines down to the stamp plants. That was an early form of refining of this natural copper. Then, after World War II, they went out and bought two Baldwin diesel locomotives and numbered them 100 and 101. They liked the Baldwin so much that in July of 1951, they bought another one, an S12. The 12 stood for 1,200 horsepower. They used that one from July 1951 straight on through for the rest of the railroad's history. And they really liked it. It was a Baldwin, but was built by a successor of Baldwin, the Baldwin-Lima-Hamilton Company, kind of spelling the final days of Baldwin as a diesel promoter and manufacturer. By now, the Copper Range Railway is completely dieselized. All the steamers are gone, and they're using only Baldwin locomotives, the 100, the 101, and the 200. Copper starts to fade, the mining industry starts to fade. You can see some of the pictures of the last days of mining in and around Houghton. Here's the engines work the yards and the main line. They didn't need as many engines because, of course, they weren't running passenger service anymore. It was just mine runs. And that was starting to shrink. And the copper was starting to go away as well. Most of it mined out. The mines were closing. And indeed, in 1972, the Copper Range Railway went away as well. But after getting rid of the two earlier Baldwins, they kept the 200. It was moved to White Pine, Michigan, where a whole new mining process was being developed and a huge plant was built, and they used the 200 there right up until 1995 when that plant closed as well. The White Pine plant sat idle for a long time and is still one of the great ghost industries of Michigan's Upper Peninsula. And the 200 sat with it until it was preserved and saved by the Sioux Line Historical Society. They got the engine roadworthy and had it towed to Duluth and donated it to the Lake Superior Railroad Museum. Every year, members of the organization come out and do a little bit of work on it. As you can see, it's got a wonderful cosmetic paint job. The engine runs, but there's some problems with one of the trucks. It's not the same as the others. It's a shop truck, and we'll swap that out eventually. Many people come to see this wonderful engine because it's a Baldwin, it's a late model Baldwin, and because of the Copper Range Railway, which had the distinction, by the way, of being the only railroad in America to ever run a school train. Now, a lot of kids went to school by train, but this was a special train operated every single day of the school year just to bring students to a new combined high school in Paynesville, Michigan. 300 kids arrived by train every single day. There were only 400 kids in the school. This wonderful engine is part of the collection of the Lake Superior Railroad Museum, and someday will be open, and we hope you can come and see it and our other Baldwin locomotive from White Lakes in northern Minnesota. We'll tell you about that in a future episode. In the meantime, everybody, please do what your mom told you. Wash your hands, cover your face when you cough, don't touch your face. If you're sick, stay home and take care of yourself while we all take care of each other.